Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Daily Pop. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, you guys, the harvest writing in the little book with this. I didn't even know there's a little spider right there that he is talking to. And in the book, the little critter saying, "When shall we make our pumpkin pie?" And he peers down at his friend the spider, and the response is not what they had hoped for. There is time, my friend, there is time. So impatient as many younglings are, our questioning friend wants to know why. The spider waves a few legs around as it talks about proper timing. Rushing a harvest results in sour, bitter, tough results. There is a thing that must be patiently planned for. Rushing to snatch up all the orange orbs won't make a delicious pie as they'd hoped for. Instead, it will be spongy rather than firm and green rather than golden. No amount of nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice can fix that. While there are things to be made with unripe pumpkins, our gentle creature learns that if they want a tasty dessert, they must wait. So this really questions us, what are we rushing? Have we considered how we're hurrying may yield results that nobody or ourselves may find satisfying? I know as a creative and a jewelry maker, that's 100% true. If I don't have the right like crimp covers or clasps, even though if I have everything all made up, I won't settle for like that second class stuff that, is a little more chintzy, or I know is prone to maybe cracking or breaking. Or if a lobster claw, I don't think it's 100% going to be springy and have a super long life, I will wait because I want a really lifetime worth of a necklace or jewelry. And that's one of the reasons too that I do wire the wire ones, because I just feel like they're so pliable and you can whack them on and off and they take a licking and keep on ticking. And also even some of the most beautiful magnet ones, the magnets, when they're really powerful, they pull out of the actual metal holding of it because it wants to stay with the other magnet on the other side. So things like that, no cutting corners, no shortcuts. I found, this happens a lot of times with organizing. If I just start shoving everything everywhere and think, oh, you know what, like this is a shortcut, I'm going to do this and that, then I forget where I put things. So if we do things right and we do it the first time, or we wait patiently for things, this really rings true hugely for me of us putting our order out to the universe, asking for certain things, and then having a beautiful patient response, knowing the universe knows of ideal timing. It knows of the synchronicities. It knows when we're going to be most receptive. It knows when we're going to do the best with what we have where we are when it's sent to us 100%. I just love them. Yeah, there's a little spider in there if you really zoom in and see he's talking to his spider friend. I love this because I still have the healthiest pumpkins on my kitchen table. I've got some of those mid-sized ones and they were just so healthy, and we had this big barrel of apples next to it, so I wanted to use apples in the read. And I feel like this really connects with this because the guide is saying, so guides are also meant to be guided. We are meant to learn everything from a whole myriad of speakers, teachers, and other guides. And sometimes, it is a heavy weight. If you're a mother, I know that you can feel this, right? Because we are meant to guide our children. We're here to teach them responsibility, love, morals, ethics, strength, all of those things. And I feel like the best that we can do is set the example and do it for ourselves. We really need to walk in our truth and be who we want our children to represent as their future selves, right? So we don't lie, we don't cut corners, we don't cheat people, we don't swear, we don't road rage. We try not to do all these things in front of our children and set the example of that. I remember being so sad the other day just from watching this. It was like a reality show, and I thought, oh my God, this particular group of parents, they were only there for like the show to set big lavish birthday parties that were being filmed. And then when you saw them the rest of the time, they were always on all these trips. They were always away from their kids. They were always telling their kids to go in another room, and it was all like for show. And I thought, with the kind of examples, these people that always put themselves first and their entertainment and their egos and everything, what's that teaching their children? That that they're only valuable when the parent feels like they have extra time, that sort of thing. But this is saying, let's show them that they come first, that they matter more than anybody in the world. Same thing to our spouses and our friends. Let's show them the love and support that they deserve. And I feel like sometimes we need to slow down and ask ourselves too, what are we taking for granted? I think that when we show anybody neighbors, friends, family, children, it doesn't really matter, that we have reverence for all the little things, for animals, for a stray dog that might need food, for, it doesn't matter, a neighbor that's not feeling well. Just setting a good example is a wonderful way to be a guide for people that may be impressionable or learning some new things. And I feel like we are going to carve a path for ourselves. We're also able to guide ourselves. Like, I made a pact with myself, and I said out loud in my car too, I said, I am not going to eat like junk that comes out of a can or super processed stuff for an entire week and see how I feel, because I was just reaching for whatever over the last couple of days. And by saying that out loud, I was recognizing that I am kind of like going to be my own holistic guide to take care of myself and set myself up for very healthy fall and winter, to eat well, to have my vitamins, to exercise, all of that. So I feel like by voicing that to ourselves aloud, we're making a kind of promise with ourselves, and that way we're helping to guide ourselves to some really great directions in our life. So what I'm going to do too right now, you guys, while I'm talking, is just do a quick little flip through of some of these so you can see some of these cards. They are the sweetest and most vibrant. I'm going to put this down here to catch them too. I just love them. This is one of my favorite cards. Look how cute that is. Road trip. I love that. Look at the flower in her hair and the bird on the front. I love that. Look at that. Herd. Sweet. This is one of my other favorite ones. Heal. Harbinger. Wings. I posted some of these on IG. I just think they're so sweet. Wonder, stories, they're just so gentle, and it is the perfect deck being called the Gentle Creatures Oracle. I love that beacon. I love the little creatures, and they all have like a little friend around, a little symbol or a little animal with a key here we have. And the book is really cute too. It's almost like tells almost like little mini fables. This one is really beautiful too. Little mini fables. That's so sweet and gentle, isn't it? That reminds me when I go to my kids near the pond and they just talk about whatever, their lives, meet, nurture. That's so beautiful. They just talk about, little things, and I just listen, and it's really nice to be able to slow everything down and do that. Sometimes when we're in our homes, there's too many devices. This is adorable too. There's too many devices and distractions around, so we might not really be listening. I love this piece. I get a sense of peace when I'm driving in the fall. I went on the back roads and everything was golden and red. Isn't this so cute? Look at his little light, and his belt has all these little things. It's the best. And quit. Oh, look at him. He's like, I'm going this way. Risk. I love this reminds me of where the wild things are, that kind of artwork in a way. Oh, look at that. Uprooted, turning back. Gift. That's really sweet. This is adorable. I love the colors too, the teals and the blues and the greens and the golds. Family. So sweet. Oh my gosh, you guys, on this full moon, I'm really excited to have a lot of beautiful I'm just going to do a lot of beautiful rituals. I'm going to do candle work. I'm going to be doing some blessings with my crystals. I'm going to be making some jewelry, relaxing, doing some meditation. This is really beautiful too. I just really feel like creating and relaxing, and I'm going to be working on some of the specials for people too. This is gorgeous. Look at that mushroom. Oh, this artwork is just heavenly. And this is one of my favorite ones too. It's so Christmassy. Look at that weight. This really is such a fabulous, fabulous deck. And again, it's called the Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck. I don't know how I didn't see this. Like ever, it just popped up on Pinterest one day. It might be brand new. I'll have to check my box. It might have just been released or something. But super reasonable, super beautiful, and so peaceful. And I feel like the writing is good. It just gets me in a really gentle, calm, patient, restful place. And so that's what I'm hoping for this awesome full moon for us, that we're able to just gather our peacefulness, sit and be restful, and have that attitude of gratitude and just relax. And then it's Friday too, which is perfect. Next week are the holidays. A lot of people have time off work. It's really going to be, next week is my birthday too. I'm so psyched. Actually, I think it's like the Monday after next week. Yeah, it's the 29th. And I love that because my whole family gets together for a dinner, and we always just have the nicest time. And it's just, I love Thanksgiving. Everybody now is out shopping. I was just talking to a girl in the post office who was saying, she goes to New York. I live in Connecticut. She goes to New York to this farmer's market. Even when it's cold, they still have it, so she can get all these fresh vegetables and goodies. And it's like a tradition of hers for a long, long time in her family. So she was looking forward to that. And I thought, that's so nice. I love that. You know, Ian has some certain things that he does too, which is really nice and that we all look forward to. So anywho, you guys, happy full moon. I hope you enjoyed this little flip through too. I love the Gentle Creatures deck. It's one of the ones too, I make sure it goes immediately back in its box so it doesn't get anything on it or it doesn't get bent. It's like the artwork is just so precious. So love and light, you guys.